Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Marshfield Fairgrounds for this afternoon's softball game featuring the visiting Stanley-Boyd Orioles and your Columbus Catholic Dons. Stanley-Boyd High School, Columbus Catholic High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials. Profanity, racial, sexist or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated, and are grounds removed from the site of competition. We ask you to please enjoy the game in a positive manner. At this time, we will meet the starting lineups for both teams. When your name is called, please come out onto the field. First, for the visiting Orioles, the left fielder, number 3, Aaliyah Allard. Center fielder, number 1, Tina Benson. The catcher, Bailey Sikora. The shortstop, Emily Brenner. Second baseman, number 8, Mallory Esslinger. The pitcher, number 4, Abby Reynolds. First baseman, Emmy Felmley. Third baseman, number 10, Sierra Close. And the right fielder is number 7, Caden Dremel. Head coach for Stanley-Boyd is Andrea Moore. And now the starting lineup for your Columbus Catholic Dons. The catcher, number 4, Sierra Deeringer. Third baseman, 00, Sam Casperson. The pitcher, number 8, Haley Zimmerman. First baseman, number 18, Akosua Yaboa. In center field, number 23, Shelby Spada. The DP, number 12, Haley Hargrave. Left fielder, number 29, Matea Schlafke. In right field, number 7, Raya Deeringer. The shortstop, number 9, Caitlin Casperson. And second baseman and the flex player, number 2, Maggie Callahan. Head coach for Columbus is Troy Zimmerman. To honor America, ladies and gentlemen, those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand and remove your caps and place your hand over your heart for our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please be watchful of the younger children in the stands. Please use the trash cans located in the stands. No smoking here on the grounds. Tonight, this afternoon's game is being streamed live on the Zaleski Sports channel, so check it out. It's on YouTube. And last but not least, enjoy the game.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball here from the fairgrounds in Marshfield. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. Got a chance to sing the national anthem for everybody. That was always kind of fun to do. I always appreciate it when I get asked. Did a little PA announcing as well. Hope you enjoy our afternoon's broadcast of this non-conference game. Columbus on the field first on defense. You heard the starting lineups. It's Haley Zimmerman on the mound for the Dons. Dons in their gray and navy blue uniforms. You're going to notice an awful lot of stocking hats and things like that because it's about 42 degrees out. And that might even be optimistic. Here from the fairgrounds, Stanley-Boyd leading things off will be Aaliyah Allard. Hits it right at Callahan. One up, one down. So one out here, just underway from the fairgrounds here in Marshfield. Stanley-Boyd and Marshfield Columbus. Tina Benson, the center fielder, steps into the box. That should have woken you up. I put the microphone on that backstop. I tried to put it in a strategic place where it wouldn't get hit, but you're going to hear some noise when it hits that backstop. Went out here in the top of the first. Benson, the batter, and popped it up. And Deeringer knocks it down, and she's going to get an infield hit. About the only thing Sierra could have done is catch it. That would have been a tough play, too. Kind of a hard angle to get at. Well, I can get you center field and left. You'll have to trust me in right. One on, one out here in the top of the first. And the steal attempt, got her. So Benson, good gun from Sierra Deeringer to get the out. So that will wipe out Benson as the catcher, Sikora, at bat, takes ball one. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Nice pitch from Zimmerman. Another ball. Everybody kind of getting themselves situated, so they're ready to go. The pitch. Lucas behind the plate, calling balls and strikes. I like being up here in the press box. Swing and a miss. Haley Zimmerman in the circle for Columbus. Good pitcher. Base hit to left field. So Sikora, or Bremer, got 2 on. Trying to do too many multitasks here with 2 outs, 2 on for the Orioles. There we go. Now we're caught up. Popped up. It'll stay in the infield. And I think they're going to call her out because of obstruction. So Esslinger is out for obstruction. Stanley-Boyd will leave 2 on. As we get through the top of the first inning, you're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome back to the Fairgrounds. Joe Anderson here, bringing you to this afternoon's girls softball game. Stanley-Boyd Orioles and the Columbus Catholic Dons here from the Fairgrounds. Bottom of the first inning. Abby Reynolds in the circle for the Orioles. Her battery mate is Bailey Sikora, and leading things off is that burst of energy I like to comment about is Miss Sierra Deeringer. That young lady's got energy. I could use it now. I went down to the farm yesterday and I disked a couple of fields. I did one of mine and I did one for my sister, and the sister's one was a lot worse than mine, and not used to bouncing up and down on all of that stuff. Hi, dear. My wife just brought me my supper. That's my water if you want to. Can you bring it down to me? Please. Thank you. Deeringer slaps one to right field. So leading off the base hit is Sierra Deeringer. Gonna notice these young ladies are wearing an awful lot of sweatshirts and stocking hats because it is only about 45 degrees, if that. This will be Sam Casperson. In the pitch. There goes Deeringer and steals second. So stolen base for Miss Deeringer. Senior. I understand she's quite an accomplished horse person, too. Count is 1-0 to Casperson. This is Sam. hits a fly ball, playable, and a snow cone for Tina Benson. Nice catch for the center fielder for out number 1. Coach Zimmerman gives out numbers, and they have little wristbands. That way they know what they're going to be doing as far as a play. Haley Zimmerman, the pitcher, in the box. 1-0 to the count to her. And the pitch, fouled out of play over our heads. Count even at a ball and a strike. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services, from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records. They have you covered. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Another one that's off our roof. Let's get a little bit closer to my open window here. 1-2 the count. Reynolds pitch. Foul down the first baseline. Emmy Felmley kind of gave chase, but out of play. All the infielders wearing the masks. That's a new thing now. I always comment about that. I'm waiting for the baseball players to start doing that. I mean, some of those ground balls can really nip you. Ooh, that was close. Close pitch. 2-2. Akosiwa Yaboa. Akusia. I'll get this right yet. Zimmerman lines one to left field. Alder tracks it down. They're going to send Deeringer. Play at the plate. And she knocks it loose. And she's out. She missed the base. Oh, my gosh. Big play at the plate.
She has to slide. Has to.
Yeah, she has to slide. Yeah, if it's a close play at the plate, she has to slide. She can't make contact with the catcher. I think they're discussing that. Zimmerman's going to be credited for a double. She's at third. Now they're going to have a meeting of minds and talk about that. While they do that, we're going to talk about Fleet Farm. The Spring Yard Prep event is going on now at Fleet Farm. Score savings on soil, seed, mulch, and fertilizer as you get ready to bring your yard back to life. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue is ready to help you get the summer's best cut and color. Schedule an appointment at Blues Hair Studio to look your summer best. Miss Yaboa, ready to step in the bat. Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, and everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all for you, from fabrication, design, and installation. For your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. Okay, we have a courtesy runner, I believe, for the pitcher. So Zimmerman. And Yaboa takes high for strike one. Two away here in the bottom of the first. Yaboa slaps en route to right field. Is going to get an RBI single. Nice play for the first baseman. That'll bring in the run from third. So a 2-out single RBI for Miss Yaboa. Off the roof. Well, this is weird. I don't know why I don't have a name for Columbus. Everything else is working. And we've got Shelby Spada batting. Trust me, Columbus is on the right-hand side. They were there. I'll try to get things figured out here during the commercial break. Spot of the batter. And fly ball to right field. Yaboa's going to score. Play at third. She's in there. Spada with an RBI triple. Brings Yaboa in all the way from first. So it's 2-0 Columbus. Haley Hargraves, the batter. She's the DP today. She's the granddaughter of the Tofars. Harry, a longtime educator in Spencer. No doubt he's in the crowd somewhere. Count even at a ball and a strike. Okay, now we got runners at the corners. With 2 outs as she draws a walk. Or was she hit by a pitch? Hit by a pitch, thank you. Mr. Casperson helping me out up here. Ball in dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Sikora. 2 runs in already here for Columbus here in the bottom of the first. 2-2 for the Dons for their record. 2-4 for Stanley-Boyd. A little number going to be foul. Sierra Close tracks it down. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Draxler Transport, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rem's Funeral Home. So Matea Schlafke in the batter's box. They're going to try that double steal maybe. Matea, the left fielder this afternoon. Hargraves kind of lures. The deal with this, if you're not used to softball, once the pitcher gets you can lead off once the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. When the ball is returned to the pitcher in the circle, you've got a second to either advance or go back. High strike called to Schlafke. Two outs, 2 on, 2 in. Bottom of the first. Schlafke. 3-2 pitch. Grounder snagged by Reynolds, and that'll do it. Two runs come in on the bottom of the first for the Dons. After 1. It's Columbus 2 and Stanley-Boyd nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Mall Furniture has every type of chair you can think of. Lazy Boy, Best Swivel, Queen Anne, Marshfield, all types of lift chairs. We have it all. All are ready to pick up and take home today. Mall Furniture sells locally made products and is proud to serve Central Wisconsin. We've been family owned and operated for over 45 years and looking forward to many more. Have a look at us online at mallfurniturewi.com.
Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Top of the second inning here at Marshfield. And the snow starts to blow in. Friends, I don't know what it is, but Columbus doesn't seem to want to come up on the on our scoreboard. It was there, I know it. They do lead 2-0. Leading off for Stanley-Boyd will be Abby Reynolds, and Reynolds grounds one off of Yaboa, scooped up by Callahan, and they get the out. So 1 up, 1 down. Good team defense for the girls. Ball kind of hit off awkwardly off Yaboa's glove and right over to Callahan. Emily Felmley, the batter. First baseman, number 12. Swing and a miss. Let's see. People laughed at me. I brought my winter coat with me, and I got it on. I'm not going to get cold. Popped it up left field. Will it stay in play? No, it's going to be out of. Nope, going to kiss off the fence. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Carrie Van Aert State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. Marshfield residents, you can find Carrie Van Aert State Farm on Facebook to get started. 0-2 the count to Felmley. And Felmley goes down on strikes for out number 2. Sierra Close, the third baseman. Swing and a miss for strike 1. I went to school at Royal, which is in Elroy. And for football, we played in the city park, which is down right next to the Baraboo River. And my mother told me that I needed to bring a coat when I went there to play pep band. And I said, no, it's 85 degrees. It was right away. And ground ball right to Callahan. Scoops it up. Wide, so an E on Callahan will put Close at first. Well, anyway, to finish the story, my mother told me that you're going to want a coat because once the sun goes down, it gets mighty cold down there. And this was in August. And I'm glad she made me wear that coat because as soon as the sun went down, it went from 85 to about 45. One on, 2 out. And the number 9 hitter, Caden Dremel, the right fielder. Stanley-Boyd girls. And Dremel through the wickets. And now you got 2 on with 2 out. I'll bring up the top of the order and Aaliyah Allard, who grounded out to Callahan in the first. See what I can do with the scoreboard to make it play nice here pretty soon. Not your scoreboard. Yours is fine. Mine doesn't want to show Columbus's name for some reason. I don't know why. And that pitch in the dirt. You think about advancing, but they don't. Aaliyah Allard facing Haley Zimmerman. Second inning of work for Miss Zimmerman. Swing and a miss. Count even, ball and a strike. Haley Zimmerman, pretty consistent pitcher. Up and down, change of speed. You know, in high school softball, if you've got a pitcher that you can count on to do that, good swing and a miss for strike two, you're going to be okay. We were talking about this the other day with my compadre Steve Mabes. Softball's kind of nice if you got two pitchers that can really pitch well, you're golden. Baseball's a lot different. You got to have about three. That pitch high, good snag by Dieringer. Baseball, you've got those limits on how many pitches you can throw. There's a whole set of rules on what you can do and what you can't do. Softball, there's no limit. There used to be, back in the old days, in the 80s, they had a limit on how many pitches you could throw in softball. That's long since gone. That pitch outside for a ball. Full count. Runners are going to be in motion on the pitch. Big pitch for Zimmerman. Allard could get at least a run in and a swing and a miss. Swung and a miss. Dieringer will pick it up, gun it over to Yaboa, and that'll end the inning. They put two on, but can't score anybody. Got the inning and a half in the books. It's Columbus 2 and Stanley-Boyd nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Wow. Welcome back to the fairgrounds here in Marshfield. Joe Anderson bringing you softball here on Zaleski Sports. Head to the bottom of the second inning. And it should bring up Raya Dieringer, correct? Yes, it is. Hey, I'm right. Good for me. So Raya Dieringer, the right fielder. And Abby Reynolds in the circle. Dieringer pops it up. It's going to be out of play. Ball and a strike, I believe. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. Pitch inside. 2-1 the count. Raya Dieringer. And she watches that pitch in the dirt. draws the walk to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. There we go. That's better. Caitlin Casperson, the batter now. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning, and it's 2-0 Columbus. Mother Nature kind of going through whatever she's going through. We've had snow. We've got sun now. We've got clouds. Right at the shortstop. Brenner out at second. So Casperson will reach on the fielder's choice. Bring up Maggie Callahan. Oh, nope, that's going to bring up Sierra Deringer. There we go. Now we're in the bottom of the second. Now we're all groovy. Okay. And Sierra Deringer. A single. Stolen base and thrown out at home on a close play. Batting from the left-hand side. The pitch. Deringer, high fly ball, center field. Benson makes the catch for out number 2. Boy, she got a hold of that, but Benson made a good play in center. For the second out. Catch up on my scoreboard here. There we go. Now we're good. Sam Casperson batting. Sam flew out to Benson in center field. Casperson, a junior. Stolen base, yes, no, maybe so. And out. Good throw. Gets Caitlin Casperson for the third out. They put a couple of runners on, but can't score anybody. We've got 2 in the books. The score remains Columbus 2. Stanley-Boyd nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
We head to the top of the third inning here at the Firegrounds, where the Columbus Dons leading the Orioles of Stanley-Boyd 2-0. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. Leading things off for the Orioles will be Tina Benson. Tina grounded out. In the first inning. Actually, she hit a single and was thrown out trying to steal. Good throw from Sierra Deringer. And the tag applied by Maggie Callahan. Got the out. So Benson has got a count in her favor, 2-0, the left-handed hitting center fielder. She's had a really good catch in the bottom of the second. She tries that slat bunt. Got to be kind of careful, too, with that because I've seen this now. Doesn't happen very often. See, I've seen it more on the turf fields where they're called out because they're out of the box. So when you got the sand and the dirt, you can kind of scratch out that. Good drag bunt, scooped up by Zimmerman. Yaboa can't squeeze it. On a cold day like this, it's hard to squeeze that ball. And Bailey Sikora, single in the first, stranded at second. Tina Benson at first. Fouls that off. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. They offer top wages along with a very generous benefits package. You can get health, dental, life, and disability, 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. H&S is looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. Apply online at hsmgco.com. And another ball. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business. They are now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. They have openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Ball on the strike. That's going to be 2-1. Deeringer tried to pick off and throws it way over the head of Yaboa. And Benson's going to end up at third. Sierra Deeringer tried to get that pickoff play at first or at least get in a pickle and threw it about 5 feet over Yaboa's head. No way she could have gotten that. Again, it's a cold day out here. I mean, the sun is out, but the wind is from the north and northwest. And as my late father used to say, that northwest wind is cold no matter what direction it's blowing in. And it's not nice out. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman and a swing and a miss for a strike. Full count now to Bailey Sikora. Tina Benson at third. Zimmerman, the pitch. High. Now it's a full count, I think. Okay. Now it's full count. Now it's 3-2. Zimmerman rocks back and the pitch. Ooh, big time strike. Or Zimmerman. She needed that. One away brings up the shortstop. Emily Brenner, base hit in the first. Coach Zimmerman's going to come out and chat with his players a second. While he does that, we'll talk about Heartland Farms. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farms 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Also, our friends from Whitetail Properties. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. You can reach Brian at 715-213-4468. That's Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. And that pitch gets away from Deeringer, and there the run scores. So the Orioles are on the board. as that pitch went right in the dirt. Emily Brenner should be the batter. Nobody on, one out here in the top of the third. The pitch from Zimmerman. Low, ball 2. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 to count to Emily Brenner. Orioles in the orange and black. She fouls that one off for strike 2. Count even. 2-2. I will be in Greenwood tomorrow, weather permitting, to bring you baseball. Columbus Dons at Greenwood. I'll be outside. I'm putting the tent up tomorrow, as they have no press box facilities in Greenwood. We'll have a shot down the third baseline through a hole in the fence. Full count now to the shortstop, Brenner. And she hits a ball past Caitlin Casperson for a base hit. So 2 hits on the afternoon for Miss Brenner. Brings up Mallory Esslinger, who popped up to Maggie Callahan, the second baseman in the first inning. Singer, pardon me, Deeringer takes Brenner back. And you can run at her. You can run at the runner if you're the catcher. But the best thing is to get that ball back to the pitcher in the circle, because then the runner's got to decide, am I going or should I stay or should I go? You only got a second to do it. It's not like baseball. Here's the pitch, fouled away up against the screen. 0-2 now. It's Mallory Esslinger. 1 out and 1 run in here for the Orioles here in the top of the third. Sun has decided to peek back out from the clouds. And got her on an off-speed pitch. Second strikeout of the inning. But Brenner will advance to second. Two away here in the top of the third. And this should bring up Abby Reynolds, the pitcher. Abby grounded out to Maggie Callahan at second. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Zimmerman with 2 strikeouts here in the third. And I don't believe she's got 3 in the game, 4 on the game, 4 Ks. And has not walked anyone yet. So Abby Reynolds behind the count, 0-2. Haley Zimmerman winds up in the pitch. Low for a ball. Coach Marr's got the runners on the move. She's in the third base box. Abby Reynolds awaits the pitch. And here it is. High for a ball. 2-2 now. Haley Zimmerman in her third inning of work here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Stanley-Boyd scratches over 1 run. And it's now 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back to the fairgrounds. There we go. Fairgrounds here in Marshfield. Marshfield Columbus coming to bat here, leading 2-1. On a very frigid afternoon. Don't let the sun deceive you. It's not warm out. Sam Casperson leads things off here in the bottom of the 3rd for Columbus. Abby Reynolds working her 3rd inning. Leave a positive comment in the whoa, fly ball center field. Benson makes the catch. Casperson got a hold of that thing, and Benson tracked it down and made the catch for out number 1. Hit it right on a bullet. Benson, that's her 2nd big catch of the afternoon in center field. So 1 away brings up Haley Zimmerman. And pitch high for ball 1. Remember Haley from basketball. I've said it 100 times. You've heard me do play-by-play for them. Haley she's one of those quiet players that's very, very solid, very steady. And at the end of the game, like in basketball, you look in the scorebook and you're like, holy moly, she had 18 points and she had 10 rebounds and she had 4 steals, and she just goes about and does her business. She's very good at it. Zimmerman heading to count 2-0. Take strike 1. Hanging out here in the press box with Justin Casperson. He's doing the scoreboard. Staying warm is right. He was up here in just a pullover, and after an inning, he broke down and got his other coat on too. When I was disking yesterday for my sister, and I just had a quilted shirt on over my bibs. Yes, it's interesting to watch me on the farm. Drew a walk. Zimmerman. Close play, but called ball 4. It was much warmer down there, about 100 miles south, and we've got a courtesy runner coming in. Sienna Adler is at first. And it was a pretty nice day. I mean, it was in the 50s, and I was up on the bluff. But I'll tell you, as soon as that sun went down below the trees, it got chilly. Yeboah, the batter, single and an RBI, and scored a run in the 1st. I don't say her first name correctly, so I will refer to her until I learn it better as Miss Yaboa. Meant is nothing but respect. Swing and a miss. She's a very good player. Oh, and 2 to Yaboa. The pitch. Slaps a base hit to left field. And safe. Sienna Adler was running on the pitch, and she's now at third. So a base hit for Yaboa. We'll put runners on the corners. Adler would have been out at third, but the third baseman, Sierra Close, dropped the ball. Shelby Spada with the triple, an RBI triple in the first. Takes ball 1. Wasn't sure how to say this young lady's last name. I got the pronunciation this afternoon. The pitch, high, ball 2. 2 on, 1 out. Leave a positive comment on the YouTube page. I'll give you a shout out over the air. Right now we got 11 people watching, sitting in the recliner, staying warm. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Picked up by Brenner. And the run will score.
Base runner, run into the shortstop. That run doesn't count on interference. You actually hit her, guys. Come on. You have to make the runners go back on interference call. You have to make the interference.
All right. You can hear some of the comments from the crowd. That's a judgment call by the umpires. And they get the third out as Hargraves pops up to the shortstop for out number 3. Columbus picks up another run here in the bottom of the third and now extends their lead to 3-1. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Power & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Brown Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Well, we had an interesting bottom of the third. Was it obstruction or was it interference? Not for me to say. It was how it was called. It's done by the umpires. It's in their best judgment. And we move on. Top of the fourth here, we will see coming to bat. Should be Emily Felmley. Should be number 12. I'm going to double check. It is. Where I get kind of goofed up is with the flex player. And that's where I get messed up on that. You have the flex player and you have the designated player. So you got two different ways you can make things happen in softball. And I'm an umpire. That now you know why I always just do middle school, junior high, and like C games, because I admire the umpires that can keep that stuff straight. And strike 3, and Felmley goes down for out number 1. Sixth strikeout of the afternoon for Zimmerman. She's back in a roll. No walks for Haley as she starts her 4th inning of work. Non-conference, as Stanley-Boyd is a member of the Western Clover Belt. Right off the mitt of Caitlin Casperson. Kind of a line shot. And a base hit for Sierra Close. On a cold day, trying to catch that thing, that's a base hit. And Deeringer, yeah, if you could see it. I know that Caitlin Casperson is going, wait a minute, I take her, and from the angle I was right at, I could see she didn't touch her. That was a good call by the umpire. Now, was there something going on at home plate? Oh, Justin is not going to weigh in on this. And they play on. She did not tag her. She was about 6 inches away. It was a good steal for Sierra Close. So I will credit her with the steal and put her at second. So Caden Dremel, 1 for 1. Finds herself in an 0-2 hole. She squared the bunt. That first pitch where the steal happened was a strike. So it's no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. And that gets high up in the screen. And Close will advance to third. One and 2 the count. With Sierra Close at third and Caden Dremel the batter. Zimmerman the pitch. Chopper. Going to be a play at home. They've got a pickle. And it gets past Sam Casperson. But good backup by Mateus Schlafke. That could have been an interesting scenario. So Dremel will reach on a fielder's choice. That'll bring up the top of the order and Aaliyah Allard. Aaliyah 0 for 2. Ground out in the strikeout. Showing us all up where she's going with no long sleeves. Ought to be young again. I got my winter coat on and I'm cold. So Allard looking to get a run over here for a good stop as that pitch was in the dirt. Sierra Deeringer with a good stop behind the plate. Still remember that 1981 Cincinnati Bengals San Diego Charger AFC Championship game where all the Bengal players went out with no sleeves on, and it was like 10 degrees below zero. And the week before was that masterful game where the Chargers outlasted the Dolphins in like double or triple overtime in Miami, and he was like 95 degrees. Inside for a ball. Runners at second and third. Dremel advanced to second. Allard pops it up, foul out of play. Got a piece of it. Girls always used to do that when I coached. You got a piece of it. Now we want all of it. Two and two the count to Leah Allard. The pitch from Zimmerman. Strike 3 called. Wow. 6th strikeout on the afternoon for Zimmerman. Can she get out of this jam? Or will the Orioles score some runs here? Tina Benson. Single and reached on an error. Takes strike 1. Benson has been that slat bunter. You know, there's quite a skill to that, too. I mean, that's not something you just do. You got to really practice that. It's all about timing and where you want to deliver it. You're going to bring it down first base line. You're going to bring it down third base. And she swings and misses for strike 2. Bailey Sikora on deck for the Orioles. Benson 0-2 to Haley Zimmerman. Zimmerman rocks back and pitches. And pitches high. Orioles wearing a combination of either white helmets or black helmets. One and two the count. Pitch from Haley Zimmerman. In the dirt, even the 2. What's that? Count even at 2. Can the Orioles score here? And that pitch gets by Deeringer. And 1 run comes in. So Sierra Close scores the 2nd run for the Orioles. Now 3-2. Zimmerman has kind of struggled. She's got 6 strikeouts in the afternoon, 2 in this inning, but those pitches in the dirt have cost her. And a walk. The first walk of the afternoon. You'll most likely see Benson take second as Bailey Sikora steps into the batter's box. First walk of the afternoon for Haley Zimmerman. Seven strikeouts on the afternoon for Haley. Nice off-speed pitch. And catcher's indifference, or defensive indifference, I should say. They will let her take second, Benson. So runners at second and third again with 2 outs. Strike 2, nice. Change up. Clouds starting to come back over and cloud out the sun. Zimmerman will step back as Coach Zimmerman tells his team what numbers on the play sheet. Two outs, 2 on. Count is 1-2 to Bailey Sikora. Inside. Bailey in the afternoon, a single and a strikeout. Non-conference game here as the Orioles are in the Clover Belt West. And it's going to be a play at the plate. And she's safe. And we're tied at 3. The pitch gets by Deeringer. Benson advances to third. As I said before, Haley's had a great afternoon. She struck out 7, walked only 1, but 42.5-foot pitches have cost her. It's 43 feet from the pitcher's plate to home. The pitch, bounced that one again, another walk, second walk of the inning. So they've got a courtesy runner coming in for Ava Prawl has come in to be the courtesy runner at first. And this should be Emily Brenner, the batter. Brenner in the afternoon, a single and a single. So 2 for 2. Pitch from Zimmerman. And they let catch up on my scoreboard there. And the viewers are going, "Hey, you're behind." I'm gonna say it's because it's cold, because it is. Intentional walk. And intentional walk to Brenner. So now you got bases loaded. You got to play at any base now. And a swing and a miss. I think our on-field mic decided to take a nap. So I'll go fetch that and try to find somebody to go grab it for me. Cold weather eats batteries pretty fast. And this is Mallory Esslinger, the batter. Esslinger in the afternoon is 0 for 2. She popped up to Callahan at second and struck out. Bases loaded with 2 outs, 2-1 in the count to Mallory Esslinger. Swing and a miss. Now 2-2. Drop third strike. Oh, my goodness. All she had to do was just touch the... 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. 3 runs are in. Oh, my goodness. What do they call? Well, I take him back off. So Benson was called out at home. I wondered about that. Esslinger struck out but ran the first, but bases were loaded. So those runs don't count. Got a little bit of ahead of myself. All right, interesting inning so far. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Tied at 3, you're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Welcome back to the Fairgrounds. Joe Anderson here, bringing you softball this afternoon. The Columbus Dons and the Stanley-Boyd Orioles. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Leading things off is Matea Schlafke. Matea in the afternoon, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Two runs came in for Stanley-Boyd in the top of the fourth. The young lady struck out, and it was a drop third strike. Bases were loaded, and we believe that Sierra Deeringer, the catcher for Columbus, got the force out at home by just all she had to do was just take the ball, keep it in her glove, and touch home plate, and you got a force out. Remember, I umpire much better up here. Ground ball. Good job fielding her position is Abby Reynolds, out number 1. Raya Deeringer will step into the batter's box now. Raya on the afternoon with a walk. Ground ball scooped up by Close. Over to Felmley for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Reynolds so far rocking and rolling here in the 4th inning. Caitlin Casperson should be the batter. Yep. Casperson in the afternoon reached on a fielder's choice and was thrown out going to second on a ground ball. So Caitlin in the hole 0-2. So far it's been a pretty easy inning here for Abby Reynolds. And the ground ball through the hole at second as it gets past Esslinger. And a base hit for Caitlin Casperson. 2 away. And just as I said that Abby Reynolds was cruising, gives up a base hit. Sierra Deeringer, the top of the order, comes up. Sierra in the afternoon, a single and a fly out to Tina Benson in center field. Sierra got to just sock that ball, but Benson tracked it down in center. Caitlin Casperson at first with 2 outs. Abby Reynolds, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and since then has given up a single and now is behind to Sierra Deeringer 1-0. And Deeringer gets it through the hole at second. Things are getting interesting now, kids. Ball, 2 balls have gotten past Esslinger in consecutive batters. This brings up Sam Casperson. Sam on the afternoon, 0 for 2. 2 flyouts to Benson in center. Junior steps back into the box. Reynolds winds up and pitches. Swing and a miss. Don't let the sunlight fool you. It's not warm out, and the wind is pretty brisk from the northwest. That pitch low in the dirt. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. Reynolds, the pitch, off speed. Count even at 2. Sierra Deringer at first. Caitlin Casperson at second for Columbus. In the pitch from Reynolds, in the dirt. Good scoop by Sikora. Bailey Sikora has, I don't think, had any pitched balls get past her. Full count, ground ball. Scooped up by Brenner over the first for out number 3. Columbus threatens but does not score. We head to the top of the 5th. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports. Welcome back, friends. Had to go down and get the mobile mic. Put the charger on. We head to the top of the 5th, tied at 3. Haley Zimmerman still in the circle. And should be Abby Reynolds batting for the Orioles. And it is. Abby on the afternoon. Ground out and the strikeout. 7 strikeouts on the afternoon so far for Haley Zimmerman. Haley's got one really good changeup. But some of the pitches that have cost her have been in the dirt, and Sierra Deringer hasn't had a chance to knock them down. Tied at 3. Here in the 5th. Swing and a miss. 8th strikeout of the afternoon. For Haley Zimmerman. That brings up Emmy Thelmley. And Emmy in the afternoon. Strikeout, strikeout. So 2 of the 7 strikeouts, or 8 strikeouts now for Haley Zimmerman. And Ben from Emmy Thelmley. Hanging out in the press box with Justin Casperson. We're the smart ones. We're up here keeping warm. I went down to get the mic, swing and a miss. And there's a gentleman sitting down there in a T-shirt. And he looks very content, and I believe it's 1-1. Count even at a ball in the strike here to Felmley. Looking for our first hit of the afternoon. 6:20. We started this game at 5. Had an outstanding rendition of the national anthem. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I did that. 2-1 the count. In the dirt. Make it 3-1. Not trying to be too critical, but Haley will get ahead in the count 0-1 or 0-2, and then kind of get those pitches in the dirt. High school pitching for softball, you got to be consistent. Keep it out of the dirt. There's a good pitch. Right down Broadway. Count is full now, 3-2. 8 strikeouts in the afternoon for Haley Zimmerman in the circle. The pitch. Ooh, good off-speed pitch. Make that 9 strikeouts. And 2 outs. I forgot to put the first out up. Brings up Sierra close. Sierra on the afternoon reached on an error and had a single and scored the second run of the contest for Stanley-Boyd. And again, Zimmerman ahead of the count 0-1. As an umpire for how many years? And again, I did some varsity for several years, but what you look for as an umpire is if you got a pitcher who can stay consistently around the strike zone, makes the balls and strikes much easier to call. Even if it's high, you know what I mean? It's if you are always kind of consistently around the plate, you'll get the benefit of the doubt. Count is now 2-1 to Sierra close. Caden Dremel on deck for the Orioles. Andrea Marr, the head coach for Stanley-Boyd. Down at the third baseline. Wears the stocking hat and the heavy coat. It's one of those nights. Everybody's in sweatshirts. Except for our gentleman friend that's sitting in the bleachers on the T-shirt. Call the strike. Full count. I had a student many years ago that year-round wore shorts, flip-flops, and a T-shirt. It could have been 20 degrees below zero, and that's what he wore. Here's the full count pitch. High, ball 4. Not too many walks for Zimmerman this afternoon, but let me count the walks. She walked 2 in the previous inning. Only her 3rd walk of the afternoon. The Orioles have a runner on with 2 outs. It's always hardest to get that 3rd out. And this is Caden Dremel, and she hits a little fly ball. And Callahan couldn't get to it. So a base hit for Dremel. And that brings up the top of the order. And Aaliyah Allard She's the only other one without a sweatshirt on or long sleeves. Aaliyah in the afternoon, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Hey, friends, we know you're watching. Leave a positive comment on the YouTube comments section there page for us, and I'll give you a shout out on the air. Clouds have covered up the sun. We're back in cloud cover. Hey, they say it's supposed to warm up by Thursday, but trouble is when it warms up, it rains. Allard hits a ground ball, scooped up by Callahan. Will get the force at second for out number 3. Well, Stanley-Boyd threatens but does not score here in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 3. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In Central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Welcome back to the fairgrounds. We're tied at 3 here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play of this afternoon's softball game. Non-conference, the Stanley-Boyd Orioles from the Western Clover Belt, and the Eastern Clover Belt team is the Columbus Dons. Boy, I tell you, when the sun goes down, it gets a little chilly. Ground ball, track down. Good scoop at first by Felmley. And 1 up, 1 down. Gets Haley Zimmerman here to start the bottom of the 5th. So 1 up, 1 down. This is how Reynolds started the bottom of the 4th. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and then kind of got into a jam. Yeboah the batter. I'm going to try it again. Acusia. Acusia Yeboah, the batter. And Acusia in the afternoon. Single and a single, and an RBI in the first. 2 for 2 for the first baseman. Held up. Called to the strike. 5th inning of work for Abby Reynolds of the Orioles. Gave up 2 runs in the first and 1 in the third, and has shut down the bats of the Dons here as we head to the 5th inning, the bottom of the 5th, with 1 out. Count is 1-2. Two, okay. Yeboah slaps one to right field and reaches. So good hustle by Yeboah, gets a base hit. We had the crowd mic down on the backstop, and since it's chilly, and I did charge it, I think our battery decided to take a breather. So it's up here getting charged. 1 out, 1 on. Shelby Spada with an RBI triple and a ground out. An RBI triple in the first. Yeboah at first. And the pitch. Squares the bunt and misses. Snap throw back. Yeboah back in time. As Felmley put the tag on. Good throw from Bailey Sikora. By the way, those strikeouts for Emily Zimmerman. I always forget to do this, and I always say I'm going to do it, and then I brain lock. Snap throw back to first. She's back in time. Those 8 strikeouts from Haley Zimmerman are Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. 2-2 the count to Spada. Make it full. Full count. Here's the pitch from Reynolds. Popped her up. Will it stay? No, it's going to be out of play. And it's over the Stanley-Boyd bench. And one of the girls ran out to go get it. And I think she was getting pretty cold. She wanted to get warmed up. So she runs back in. And that pitch in the dirt. And Spada draws the walk. Yeboah now at second, Spada at first. Haley Hargraves. Harry Tofar, if you're watching. Harry's pretty good about coming to all of her games. That's his granddaughter. Harry, longtime educator at Spencer. Maybe he's at home watching me talk. Because you usually can't miss Harry, because he always comes up and talks smart to me, which is fine. He's a good friend. Fouls it off, this Hargraves, as she tried to bunt. Again, we've got a lot of viewers. Want to get your names shouted out on the air. Leave a positive comment on the YouTube page. I believe it's 0-2. The pitch. Fly ball, center field, and it's going to drop. And Yeboah is going to come home. For the lead run. So Hargraves with an RBI single. Makes it 4-3. First run since the 3rd inning for the Dons. Got runners at first and second. So Hargraves with the RBI single to right center. Puts the go-ahead run on the board for Columbus. This is Matea Schlafke now. Matea on the afternoon has grounded out to the pitcher, Abby Reynolds, twice. She squares the bunt. And everybody's safe. Are they? Oh! And the base umpire. Whew. And they're going to talk. And they're going to talk. Is that... All right, Schlafke was the batter. She squared the bunt. She missed it. Sikora, the catcher, had it, gunned it down to third. As Spada was coming to slide in. And the tag was applied by Emily Brenner. But the base umpire said that Spada had reached the base safely. Or actually, it was a hit by Schlafke. Schlafke got the fielder's choice. Okay. Oh, goodness sakes, I'll get it right. Nevertheless, bases are loaded with one out. One run is in. And Raya Deeringer the batter. Raya in the afternoon, 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. I think the cold weather is kind of affecting my memory here. It was a close play at third. Tag was missed. Popped her up. It's out of play. And this is a good hustle by the first baseman, Felmley. We are in the infield fly rule right here with one out. And Deeringer, the batter. Base hit up the middle. Another run is in. Here comes the second run. And standing up. So 2 more come in for Columbus. So Raya Deeringer with a 2 RBI single. We're going to have a timeout here. Defensive timeout. From Coach Marr. Not sure if we're going to have a pitching change. Nope, we're going to keep Miss Reynolds in the circle. 2 on, 1 out. And 3 runs have come in here in the bottom of the 5th for the Dons. Did we have a defensive switch or anything? Oh, he's writing down that there was a defensive conference. Yep. And the batter is Caitlin Casperson. I think what he was doing is he's got to write down that they had a defensive conference. Yeah. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Reynolds has thrown a good game today, but timely base hits for Columbus, especially here in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball to third. We're going to get a tagged out. Casperson will reach on the fielder's choice as Schlafke is tagged out at third for the second out. Good tag put on by Sierra Close. Top of the order now, Sierra Deeringer. Deeringer hits it on a button again, but Benson is there to track it down for out number 3. 3 runs come in for the Dons here in the bottom of the 5th as they now lead 6-3. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Well, we head to the top of the 6th. Columbus erupted for 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th in the tie ball game, and now leads 6-3. Haley Zimmerman, in her 6th inning of work, will face Tina Benson here, leading off inning number 6, the center fielder for the Orioles. A single, and she hits a ground ball and reaches. I'm going to give her a single on that because I don't think that even if Yeboah had squeezed that, she would have gotten her out. Before that, Benson, that is her 2nd hit of the afternoon. Now Bailey Sikora, the catcher. Bailey in the afternoon, a single, a strikeout, and a walk. I want to say thank you for tuning in and watching our broadcast this afternoon. Chilly afternoon here in central Wisconsin. Been a very good game so far. And steal for Miss Benson. Looking at the records for both teams, and so many games have been postponed or canceled just because of the weather. Either been too bitterly cold or too much snow or too much rain. It's nice to get a game in, a swing and a miss. 2-2 the count to Sikora. But that's how weather works in Wisconsin. 2 weeks ago we were walking around in shorts and T-shirts because it was 85 degrees, and now we're bundling up in winter coats, and it's maybe going to get in the 60s next week. We're talking about 50s here. Full count is full to Sikora. And as it warms up, then the rains come. It's supposed to rain Thursday through Sunday, or at least chances of rain. The pitch. And struck her out. First out of the afternoon. Or afternoon, goodness sakes. Of the inning. Oh, yes, that was a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Oh, fly ball. Off the glove of Schlafke. And Brenner hits a rope. To Matea Schlafke in left. It just kind of was one of those dying quails. And a run comes in for Stanley-Boyd. Justin reminded me about the strikeout. Thank you. I've got it sitting right in front of me, too. Zimmerman will throw out Esslinger for the 2nd out, as Brenner will advance to 3rd. Orioles making their move here in the top of the 6th. One is in. Abby Reynolds, the batter. They've got 4 outs to work with. Right at the second baseman for out number 3. 1 run comes in for the Orioles here in the top of the 6th. After 5.5, it's Columbus leading Stanley-Boyd 6-4. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art, interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Got a good game here at the fairgrounds as the Dons lead the Orioles 6-4. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. Justin Casperson keeping me on my toes. Abby Reynolds in her 6th inning of work coming up, and leading things off for the Dons will be the third baseman, Sam Casperson. She's 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a ground out for Miss Casperson. Casperson, the number 2 batter in the lineup for Coach Zimmerman. Our gentleman friend in the T-shirt has left the bleacher area. I guess he's got a sweatshirt on now. He finally broke down and put a sweatshirt on. It is chilly here, ladies and gentlemen. It's about maybe 42 degrees. Trust me, you're not sunbathing in this weather. Maybe ice fishing, yes. Casperson, base hit the right center. And the ball comes in. Casperson's going to reach. Oh, she's going to retreat. Okay. There's been some pretty close plays at first. Get my scoreboard caught up. Haley Zimmerman can help out her cause right here with a base hit. Takes strike one. Reynolds has thrown a very good game. She's changed speed. She's been up and down in location. Done a very good job, but giving up 6 runs. Zimmerman fouls that off. Good bunt, but Haley in the afternoon. A double, a walk, and a ground out. But scored twice. 2 of the 6 runs scored by Haley Zimmerman. Slaps one to left center. Drops in front of Allard. And Coach Zimmerman will hold him up. Sam Casperson all the way to third in a stand-up double for Haley Zimmerman. An 0-2 bullet to left field. That would have been a tough play for Allard. She had to play it on the hop. Zimmerman will be lifted for the courtesy runner. Sienna Adler. Akusia Yaboa. I got it. Akusia. I'm not making fun of it. It's one of those that was kind of hard for me to pronounce correctly. And Yaboa. She has She has a brother named Kofi, and what are her parents? Mary and Isaac are her parents. And she swings and fouls that off. Akusia. I believe she was a second-team all-conference player last year, too. And I watched her pitch down at Woodside Park in Boston. She had a good... And she's a tennis player, too. Here's the pitch. And Yeboah. Oh, perfect bunt. Holy smokes, and the run's going to come in. You couldn't have laid down a better bunt than that. Holy cow. Holy cow. Stayed right on the chalk. And Yeboah gets that run to score. Wow, good play by her. Popped up, out of play for Shelby Spada. Shelby in the afternoon, a double or triple, an RBI triple in the first, a ground out and a walk. She has scored one run. Reynolds, the pitch. Fly ball, right center field. It's going to go over the head, and one run is in. Yeboah. Oh, it's going to be a ground rule double as it went under the fence. So 2 runs come in here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeboah now at third as Spada with a ground rule double. Best camera angle I could give you, ladies and gentlemen, to try to keep everything in. There's no real good shot here as the press box is on one of the baselines. We got a light pole. At least they don't have the roof on the dugouts. There's a roof that usually is put on by the Parks and Rec people. And another bunt. And Yeboah comes in for the score of that run. And a sacrifice bunt for Haley Hargrave. And an RBI. That was Haley Hargraves. Good job by that young lady. 2 runs have come in, or 3 runs in here. And another run comes in. Schlafke grounds out for out number 2. Base is empty and 2 outs. Fly ball, center field. It's going to drop for a base hit for Raya Deeringer. And the bats have come alive here in the bottom of the 6th for Columbus. They now lead 10-4. We were tied at 3 till the bottom of the 5th. And 3 runs in the 5th, 3 runs and 3 runs now here in the 6th with 2 outs and a runner at first. And Caitlin Casperson, the number 9 hitter. That ball gets past Bailey Sikora. So Raya Deeringer will advance to second. Thanks for watching there, friends. We do appreciate your viewership. Ball, that pitch called the ball. 10-4, or 10-4, good buddy, as we are here in the bottom of the 6th. Reynolds, the pitch. Golfed it into center field. And another run going to be a play at the plate, and another run is in. And oh, my goodness sakes. Raya Deeringer comes in. And an RBI single. And she's going to end up all the way at third. And it's 11-4 with 2 outs. And top of the order comes up here now in Sierra Deeringer. She's the 9th batter of the inning here for Columbus. Sierra with a 2 base hits and 2 flyouts. And pops that one out of play. Count even at a ball in the strike. Columbus with 5 runs here in the 6th. 2 excellent bunts. Deeringer follows that one out of play now, 1-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Deeringer grounds out to Reynolds for out number 3. The Dons erupt for 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th and now take an 11-4 lead into the top of the 7th inning. You're watching high school softball here on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
We head to the top of the 7th, and the Orioles down to their last 3 outs. They will send to the plate Emmy Felmley, Sierra Close, and Caden Dremel. 7, 8, 9 hitters in the lineup. Haley Zimmerman has pitched a whale of a ball game today. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts in the afternoon for Miss Zimmerman. See if the Dons can shut down the last chance of the Orioles, or will Stanley-Boyd have a big inning of their own? The Orioles with 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. We were tied at 3 going into the bottom of the 5th. 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th for Columbus, and then 5 in the bottom of the 6th has made that's now 11-4. Fly ball for Felmley, and she caught it. Sorry you couldn't see it, but Raya Deeringer with a shoestring catch out in right field. Wow. Take my word for it. That was one whale of a catch by that young lady. Sierra Close, the batter, reached on an error, a single, and a walk. Scored one of the 4 runs for the Orioles. And takes ball 1. Sierra Close has lived up to her name. There's been several close plays for her defensively at 3rd this afternoon. Zimmerman's pitch. Ground ball to right. for close. So a single to right field. Orioles still alive here. Trailing by 7. And then we'll bring up to the plate Caden Dremel. Caden in the afternoon. A single, a fielder's choice, and a single. So 2 for 3. Trying to see if we can get and she beats out a base hit, does Dremel. Orioles still alive, and they bring up the top of the order now. And Aaliyah Allard on the afternoon, a ground out, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice. So 0 for 4. She squares the bunt. Good bunt. No, it's going to go foul down the first baseline. Tina Benson, the center fielder, on deck for the Orioles. 2 on, 1 out. And the Orioles trailing by 7. Zimmerman's pitch. Runners go back. Thought about advancing, but they pull back. Sierra Close at second. Caden Dremel at first. Count is ball and a strike to Aaliyah Allard. Haley Zimmerman's pitch. Good stop by Deeringer. Can Zimmerman get out of this jam? Or will the Orioles erupt for a big inning here? They've had a couple of times they've had the bases loaded or runners at second and third. Good bunt right down the line. Yaboa squeezed it. Calls are safe. And Yaboa's throw to third. And the Orioles get a run in. So Allard the RBI single. I'll give it to her. And the base umpire said she was safe. It was a bang-bang play, and she beat it out. I think Yaboa may have pulled her foot. And Tina Benson, the batter. Tina with a single, reached on an error, a walk, and a single. 2 for 3. That pitch high. Close play at first, and Yaboa tried to throw to the third baseman, Casperson, or actually I think it was Caitlin Casperson, covering third, and the ball got away from her. And hit by pitch is Benson. Now things have gotten pretty interesting if you're an Oriole fan. Now you got bases loaded with 1 out. Things are going to get pretty interesting now with 1 out. And an excellent bunt laid down by Benson. Or no, she was hit by pitch, excuse me. Zimmerman's pitch fouled off. Bailey Sikora, the batter. Single, strikeout, walk, strikeout. 1 for 3. Haley Zimmerman is in her 7th inning of work here. She's had these moments. She's in a bases-loaded jam with 1 out. If you're a Columbus fan, you know that there's a force out at any base. So if there's a bunt and Sierra Deeringer, the catcher, tracks it down, all she has to do is just step on the plate. She could get a double play. Good scoop by Deringer. She's only walked 3 this afternoon. As Zimmerman. Struck out 9. Count now at 2-2 to Bailey Sikora. One out with bases loaded. Base hit's going to score 2. Let's see what happens. The pitch to Sikora fouled it off. Sikora's had a very good game behind the plate, catching this afternoon, early evening. It's now 7:05. We've been playing a little over 2 hours. 2-2 the count. Zimmerman gets the sign in the windup. The pitch. Strike 3, 10th strikeout for Zimmerman for out number 2. The Orioles down to their last out. And Emily Brenner will step into the batter's box with bases loaded. Emily in the afternoon, 3 for 3. And she hits a fly ball. Could be trouble. Callahan makes the catch. She ran into Raya Deringer. And that's 3 outs. And that's going to be the game. And Raya Deringer and Maggie Callahan collided. And Deringer got the worst of it. That's Raya in right field. You can see on the right-hand side of your scoreboard, or of the score there. And that will be the game, ladies and gentlemen. As Stanley-Boyd falls to the Columbus Dons here, 11-5. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Frio, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Okay. I got to go this way. Okay.
Where are we at? Oh, this way?
Yeah, I can. Now we're both in. All right. Welcome to the Nasonville Dairy Postgame Show. It is cold. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Here with Coach Troy Zimmerman of the Columbus Dons. Big win tonight.
Yes, it was a good win. Like you said, it's cold. The girls were cold. This isn't ideal, but this is softball in Wisconsin, I guess. It's snowing all day, most of the day. We had white. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just happy that we're playing.
Haley Zimmerman she had her moments. I mean, she had 10 strikeouts, but sometimes she gave up a lot of runs on a lot of those pitches in the dirt.
Yeah, she had the heat pack in her pocket trying to warm up her hands. So her hands were frozen, and it just, no excuses. And she knows a couple of the wild pitches. They got 3 runs on wild pitches, and catcher knows she's got to get down on those too. So it kind of goes both ways.
Okay, excellent bunts tonight.
Yes. When you have a couple girls maybe struggling just a little bit, it's amazing what a bunt does. Pulls them out, and then good things happen. It puts pressure on the defense.
Who do you have tomorrow?
Pittsville here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be in Greenwood freezing there. So congratulations. Thanks for the win tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for the coverage as always.
You bet. Thank you. Do a quick scorebook here and get everybody out of here. Pitching. Abby Reynolds for Stanley-Boyd. 6 innings, 13 hits, 3 walks, no strikeouts, and 11 runs. Haley Zimmerman pitched 7, 9 hits, 4 walks, struck out 10, only gave up 4 runs. Excellent bunts tonight. Akusia Yaboa had an excellent bunt. I mean, perfectly. You couldn't have done it any better than she did. So congratulations to her, and I got to say her name finally correctly, so I'm happy with that. Dons pick up the big win tonight, 11-5. Tomorrow I will be in Greenwood covering Columbus baseball as the Dons will take on the Indians in Greenwood. That's first pitch at 5 o'clock. Thanks for watching tonight. Final score here from the fairgrounds here in Marshfield. Columbus Dons 11 and Stanley-Boyd Orioles 5. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you.